Hello and welcome, Mayako. We'll be getting started at 11, I guess 15, right? So, or is it 10? I'll double check on the start time. But for now, do go ahead and make yourself comfortable. And you might want to pull up the slide deck while you can, while it's here. It'll be here the whole time, but might as well get it now. And I'll also put the link for the slides in the chat. Okay, take a few minutes. We don't start just yet, so enjoy the extra time. Again, welcome everyone. Go ahead and grab the slides. I'll put them back in the chat for you. And also, because there will be some links that you'll definitely want to have from this slide deck today. But meanwhile, we won't get started for another 7 or 8 minutes till 11:15. So, go ahead and just make yourselves comfortable and come on back at 11:15 and we'll be getting started. And I can't wait to work with you today. We'll be getting started in 5 minutes. Go ahead and make yourselves comfortable. Enjoy the break. Take a deep breath. Put your head out the window, whatever makes you feel good. And then we'll get started in 5 minutes. See you soon. Hello, everyone. We'll be getting started in just about a minute or two. So make yourselves comfortable. I'll put the link to our slides in the chat again. You'll definitely want to have this slide deck for future reference. Okay, I'm going to get us started. Again, the slide deck today that we'll be using is the following. I'll put it in the chat, but it will also be on pretty much every slide for the rest of the session. So you'll be able to see that, catch it there. And there it is in the chat. Just to make sure you're in the session that you signed up for, today's session is Everyday Accessibility, Game-Changing Built-in Tools that Benefit Everyone. And you only need to sign in once for the entire day. But if you have not, so if you signed in already, you're good. Let me give you the updated thing to select though, because here we go. Let me grab this. So I'll put the link in the chat for the sign in. If you didn't sign in, again, just one for the day and then choose 7 hours if you're with us the whole day. So someone asked, do they have to sign into a separate session, each session today? No, actually, because the whole day is sponsored by Digital District, by the Department of Technology. We encourage everybody to sign in, but you only have to do it once for the day. I want to make sure that subtitles are live right now. It looks like they are. So my apologies that was not already happening, because I meant to enable that before we started. The session is being recorded, so if you are shy or for any reason don't like to have your image on a recording, you're welcome to mute your camera. But I'll also say that as a teacher, I absolutely love seeing the people I'm talking to. So if you don't mind, go ahead and leave your camera on. I'd love to see you. Okay, again, we are at Everyday Accessibility, Game-Changing Built-in Tools that Benefit Everyone. And my name is Steve Kiesel, and I work in the Department of Technology. I'll just stop sharing screen for a second. I'm a digital learning program administrator in the Department of Technology. I've been a classroom teacher and a math coach and a technology coach. Right now, my focus is on family technology success and on early education success with technology. Because a lot of families have a hard time accessing the materials that we try to have them participate in. I've been diving deep into accessibility tools, and that's why we're here today. But I'll also share that I had great help from Heidi Donahoe. She works at the Accessible Technology Innovation Center, which is an SFUSD department. At the end of our session today, I'll share more information about ATTIC for you. Heidi is not with us because she's, I don't know, I guess flying an airplane, but she really helped me put together today's content. And I just want to thank her for that. Unfortunately, Devlin, my wonderful moderator, isn't able to be here today. She had to help with another session right now. So that's fine. But it will just change a little how we do breakouts, and that's all good. So in the chat today, I'm sad that it's set so that only I get to see, but could you please, because I wish it was set for everyone to see, but could you just type just a quick note of like who you are, what's your name, and then what it is you want to learn today about accessibility. And I'll take a look and I'll read at least a few highlights. Okay, here are some of the things people are sharing. Wow, thank you. We have a lot. Let's see. First of all, hi, Irene Fong. It's good to have you here. We have a speech language pathologist working with high school SPED students. Julia is an RTIF, wants to learn more about assistive technology. Taryn Thomas wants to learn about what tools can enable equitable, accessible instruction. You come to the right place. How to use schools with these tools with students. Again, you've come to the right place. Improve productivity for students. Impossible to join the Seesaw session. I'm sorry to hear that, but we're glad you're here, Shauna. You can also go to the help desk. They might be able to help you out. See what new tools there are for students. Hello, Marianella. Thank you so much for representing Cleveland today. Kimberly would like to use more engaging Google Slides. I will show you an accessibility feature on slides. I think there's time. Well, I won't have time for that, but I won't be able to show you how to use slides today. There might be a session for that at Digital District Day. And someone would like to use the accessibility students to help with augmentative communication, translation. That's another option that we'll learn about today. And a lot more. Thank you so much. I wish that all of you could see these things in the chat that I get to see, but we appreciate that. Again, the link to today's slides is right here. If you don't have the slide deck already, I'll put it back in the chat for everybody. If you have a phone or mobile device, turn on the camera and you can automatically, your device ought to sense that you're looking at that QR code and it will offer to open up the slide deck for you there. So just a couple of reminders, we are all in a large room together. Please mute your audio unless you're speaking to the group. Use a chat if you have a question or need more information. I encourage you to have your camera on to help create community, and I also fully support if you want to have your camera off for privacy. Let me give you a brief history of accessibility tools. First, let's talk about assistive technology. This is a definition from Heidi. She said, assistive technology helps people who have difficulty speaking, typing, writing, remembering, pointing, seeing, hearing, learning, walking, and many other things. Different disabilities require different assistive technologies. And thanks to the Americans with Disability Acts, assistive technology is now built into your personal tech devices because technology needed to be accessible for people too. And companies that were making computers and phones for everybody needed to provide technology so that those who couldn't hear so well or couldn't see so well or couldn't read so well, etc., would be able to participate in using the device fully as fully as possible, as other people were able to do. So when assistive technology is on built into your device, it's called an accessibility tool, or accessibility for short. There are specific devices that people need sometimes for assistive technology that help them communicate better, for example. And actually, we'll talk about where you can get that at Attic at the end. But there's so many tools that are built into your phone and into your Chromebook, etc. And those are just called accessibility tools. And let's talk about how that interfaces with universal design and universal design for learning. Universal design actually began in architecture. I'll just read from the slide here. Universal design comes from the field of architecture. The aim of the design approach was to make sure structures were usable to the greatest extent possible to as many people as possible. And when architects started designing their building for everyone, in particular for those who would have the most difficulty accessing the building, they realized actually they were making a better building. They were making a building that was more accessible to everyone, and they found that people were using the tools and the options that they hadn't even intended would use it. And so I want to thank David Paskowitz and Elise Yerke down in LA County, who led a session I attended, provided that history for me. But educators realized that universal design was really important for learning, for accessibility, for equity, so that everyone can participate in the learning. And what is Universal Design for Learning, or UDL? It is a framework to improve and optimize teaching and learning for all people based on scientific insights into how humans learn. And I want to thank Heidi for that again. And oftentimes UDL, if technology is being used, can involve accessibility tools. And sometimes if you're designing a lesson that's just an analog in-person lesson, you'll realize that the devices, the tools on a Chromebook or even someone's phone, if you're at upper grades and the kids bring their phones to school, that those tools will help the student participate more fully in the lesson, even if it's not a technology-based lesson. So why does UDL matter? Well, the way we teach, the way each of us learn is as unique as our fingerprints. The goal of UDL is to use a variety of teaching methods to remove any barriers of learning, including to use accessibility tools. And UDL is about building in flexibility that can be adjusted for every person's strengths and needs. One of the things I appreciated in talking to Heidi is to learn that the accessibility tools built in our devices are so good, and in terms of helping people participate in lessons, even helping us communicate with parents who might not have good literacy skills or who might speak a different language from us. The accessibility tools are so good that oftentimes we don't need special devices to help meet people's needs, and we can just use the devices available to us. Just wanted to share this cartoon that Heidi provided. For a fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. So, sometimes the tasks we give our students assume that everyone has the same abilities, and they're actually not fair for that reason. So hopefully by the time we leave today, you'll have some more tools that will help you design lessons to help students participate more fully, and to help families participate more fully as well. Our objective is that you'll become familiar with accessibility tools that interest you in a device of your choice. And what I mean by that is, I would like each of you to actually have a hands-on exploration of a device you're interested in today. So think about which device you want to learn more about, either personally or that your students use and you would like them to use the accessibility tools. And by the time we're done our exploration, I want you to decide how these tools might be useful to you and to those you know, both in your classroom and in your daily life. So let's learn about some of the tools you already hold in your hand. If you have a smartphone, or if you have a laptop or a Chromebook, you have the ability to enlarge text on your screen. In fact, you have the ability to enlarge text in the world, because your smartphone has a camera, for example, and you can see things in the real world more clearly and see them larger thanks to the tools in your device. And I use those things all the time. As I get older, the print on things gets smaller and smaller. It's harder to read a menu in a dark restaurant, and so I use those tools myself. Accessibility tools can help someone read what's on the screen. They can help someone dictate what they say, so they don't even have to be able to type anymore. They can just talk. If you teach younger grades, you have a lot of students who are just learning hand-eye coordination, and typing is really hard. And now they can type with their voice, so that's pretty awesome. Accessibility tools can also translate written and spoken text even on street signs. There are tools, I know, for example, in the newest iOS of iPhone, if you take a picture of something, the AI will often be able to detect that you are taking a picture of text. A little icon will appear that's like a blue square with some lines that suggests it's, it's an icon for printed text. And you can actually click on that or tap on that square and have the sign that you just took a picture of read out loud to you. And you can even have it translated for you. So now you can go to Italy and read all the street signs without knowing a word of Italian. And your device can also be controlled by your voice. So I want you to think about which device you're going to explore today, because this will be a hands-on session. And I want you to think, I have the tools that you can actually explore, the resources you can explore an Android phone or an Android tablet. You can explore an iPhone or iPad. You can explore a Windows PC device or a Mac. If you want to explore a different device and you don't see it up there, actually one more, in fact, a Chromebook, which a lot of our students are using and our parents are using too. So these are devices you can actually do a hands-on exploration at our session today. If you want to explore a different device than that, I'm sorry, I just don't have the tools set up for you, but we do have this. I'm learning my audio is going in and out. Let me. Hopefully it will go better now if I take off my earbuds. Sometimes that's a problem. Please let me know if that's better audio. And also for some folks, they could be having connection problems at their home, which can also affect audio. That was happening to me this morning. So let's talk about our exploration process today. For one, someone said my audio got worse. Now that someone said it's better, it was louder before. Well, I'll try again. Again, I apologize if this isn't working for everyone. But do use the closed captions feature at the bottom of the screen. That will help. Okay, today's session is a choose your own adventure session. And here's how we're going to do that. First, think about what device that you want to explore, and we're going to look, each of you will get to explore a website that I built for you. One of those devices is what you'll be able to explore today. So think about this. Actually, I'll just open up that page for a second so you can see what it looks like. The Everyday Accessibility page looks like that. This is the live version. So if I want to explore about my Android phone, I would click on where it says Android. Again, I apologize that some folks are having issues hearing me, and please do use the closed captions feature at the bottom, which might say transcript, depending on what your Zoom screen says. But I think that's the best workaround, speaking of great accessibility tools. And when you open up the Android page, you'll see there are different videos for all of these features. When you click on like pinch to zoom, it opens up a YouTube video and shows you how you can use the pinch to zoom feature on your device. So, and then you would just play the video. And so what I recommend, what will probably go easiest for you is if you have two devices for this. One device where you can use as your map, if in our guided exploration, right? So one device you would use for exploring this website, and you'd be using that to watch your YouTube videos, et cetera. And then if you're able to have the second device that you can actually explore, so that while you're watching the video, you can pause the video and then you can try out what you saw on your device. you can actually still do this from one device. It's just a little harder to go back and forth between the different screens. So for an example, again, I showed you, you could take your Android device, have it in one hand. If you have a Chromebook, have it in the other, and then watch the videos on your Chromebook while you explore the features on your device. I will say also a couple of pointers. If you're a dog enthusiast, you get the reference to pointers. If not, that's okay. But a few pointers is one, please pause often to try things out. Watch the video, stop it, try what you saw, etc. And actually, I'm going to do this a little differently without a moderator. I'm going to put all of you who are able to go into a breakout in the breakout. And if you have questions or there are issues that you have, I'll ask you to leave the breakout and come back to the main room where you can ask me a question. So that way, everybody who doesn't have questions is sort of in a quiet space. And then everyone who does have a question come back and ask it. Now, I will say we have a lot of folks in the session today. We have 164, so I may not be able to answer all of your questions, and I do apologize for that. You might be able to get support if there's a particular feature. Watch the video with someone else that you know. Between the two of you, you might be able to make sense of the feature, or just skip that video and move to the next one. Because that's another. There's a lot to explore, probably more to explore than we'll have time for. I'd encourage you while you're exploring to just turn your camera off on Zoom so that other people aren't watching you, but that's up to you. And I would say set an alarm for 12:05. You're going to have 25 minutes to explore the different tutorials on this web page. But if your camera is off and you're in the breakout and it's silent, you might want to be aware that we're coming back at 12:05. I do know if you're participating in the session by Chromebook or using the web version, you probably won't be able to go in the breakout. So that's okay. You'll stay with me in the main room, but you'll hear people's questions. So I apologize for that. Okay, let me give you the link to today's Everyday Accessibility website. I'm going to put that in the chat for you. So again, that's what you're going to open. Or again, if you're using an iPhone to do your exploring from, or an Android phone, you can just hold it up, open up the camera right now, and the camera will sense that that's a QR code. It'll ask, do you want to open this to visit that website? And that's another way of getting to the website. Okay, I'm going to see. So yeah, someone asked, how do you access the video? Hopefully you're aware now. And let me create the breakout so that you have the option of joining if you want a quiet space to look at the videos. I'm going to make one breakout room. And if you don't want to go into the breakout, you can just decline the offer. If you would like to, some of you will not get the option to join the breakout because of the device you're participating from, and that's okay. That's totally fine. Okay, so without further ado, I would say ready, set, and go. You may start exploring the website and trying things out. I'm about to send you the breakout if you want to go. And if you have any questions, do stay in the main room and we'll try to get to you. You can unmute when you're ready. Okay, I'm going to put on a timer here on the screen as well. We have actually over 20 minutes to do this. So we'll see you in about 20 minutes.
Wait, did the breakout rooms get assigned? Because mine is still waiting. And I can't hear you.
There we go. Not sure why that happened. I just did assign you to room 1, so that should work for you, and you can accept. If your device isn't cooperating, you can just stay with us in the main room.
We have found that the ones on events.zoom.us are not able to go into the breakout rooms earlier today on the other session. So,
yeah, thank you for pointing that out. If you are participating from not a Chromebook, but from another device, if you click on your icon at the top of the page in the not in this call probably, but in the lobby, you can click on join via Zoom for this session, and then you'll be able to use breakouts. But either way, breakouts are not required for this.
Can I ask you how you do the thing where you take a picture of something from another language and then it could auto translate on the iPhone? How does that work?
You are muted.
Oh my goodness, sorry about that. Okay,
Can
so
you start from the beginning?
yeah,
please?
it's such a new feature, I actually don't have a video for it yet, but if you, let's say, open up your iPhone's camera and take a picture of something that's that has text, like the screen on what's showing on the screen right now. And when you open up the picture in your Photos app, if you tap on the text itself, the AI should recognize that it's text. So right now, I have some features that showed up that said look up or select. I can say select speak, and it will speak it for me. I can select translate, and I had it translate into Spanish, and it said listo. So again, just tap on the actual text in the picture, and if your iPhone is able to recognize it as text, it should give you some options as if you are selecting text on a screen.
It has to be a new iPhone, right?
Yes, I don't know how far back. At some point, iPhones cannot download the new iOS. Currently, I'm using iOS. Let me see. It's the most recent version, but I can take a look.
Also, yeah, I don't get it. I took a picture of something in Chinese and I don't see anything to translate anything.
Did you tap on the actual character itself?
Yeah, I did tap on it, but it's not doing it. I think my phone is too old.
That is a possibility because it's more like iOS like 15.5 or 6. But if it still doesn't work and you have the latest iOS, I guess the AI is still not perfect. It'll keep getting better.
Can you go over the steps one more time?
Sure. All I did was take a picture of, I opened up my camera. I'm pointing it at the screen right now. Actually, there is at the bottom, before I even took a picture, there's a picture, like a square appears at the bottom right with some lines, like an icon for text. And if I tap on that icon, it will take what I saw as what it saw as text and enlarge it. Maybe you're able to see that, the word ready. And then I can tap on speak. Well, I can tap on look up. I can tap on speak. I can tap on translate.
Are you showing that?
Pardon me?
Are you showing what are you saying?
I am, yeah. So hang on here.
Because I only see the one that has the square.
Okay, the other option is you can take a picture of it. And then when you open up your photos, which I just did, tap on the word, like double tap on the text. And when you double tap, you may see a menu of options appear, including translate. Now, it might not work for all languages that you want to translate into English. I'm just not sure. There's still, it's a new technology, so it's still not perfect.
I did it.
Oh, yay. Gemma, thank you for the compliment. Or Gemma, forgive me if I've said your name wrong.
Steve, I went to the QR code. This is the time to explore the QR code with my
Yes.
cell phone.
Yes.
It says here, click on the image below for tutorial videos.
Okay, so you're in the web page.
Yeah. It said click the.
And then does it open up a YouTube video once you do that?
No, I did not open any YouTube video.
Simple to navigate.
Okay.
One of the main ways to navigate them, though,
Did you try or you just didn't do it yet?
over the years of building in also
Click the image below. Oh, for the tutorial. Okay. So, oh no, I'm in a YouTube now.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, great.
Sometimes I'm a homebody, so cool. All right, we're gonna look at Zoom and pinch to Zoom on iPad.
Oh, this is on my cell
Pinch to
phone.
Zoom, commonly used feature. On the browser here, take 2 fingers, typically your thumb and your index finger, put them on the screen. If I move them far apart, you zoom in. Closer together, you zoom out. Notice if I zoom in and let go of the screen, it stays at that setting, which is great. I can put 2 fingers back on the screen and move it around in different angles here, or I can use 1 finger and scroll left to right or up and down. And that is the pinch to zoom feature. Most people know how to do that already. I'm going to show you how to use the zoom feature. So I'm going to go to settings here.
you can magnify the portion of your iPhone or iPad screen.
Visibility. See towards the top.
Here's how to get started with it.
Right there. Mine's already on.
We'll show you how to turn on Windows Zoom
Um,
and how to use it.
I'm here, Zoom region.
Let's turn it on.
Full screen. Favorite. There are other
In settings, scroll down and tap accessibility,
Zoom for now. You also the zoom level towards the bottom.
and then tap Zoom region. By default, Zoom magnifies your full screen, but you can focus on just a portion of it by tapping Windows Zoom. Then tap the back arrow in the top left corner to go to the previous screen. And tap
Steve?
Yes.
Hi, are we going to have access to the bit.ly SFUSD every day after this session?
Yes, I will keep it open. Eventually, I want to build this in Drupal so that it's accessible in all languages because Drupal will auto-translate for people. And when I do that, you'll open up this link and it will give you a link that will redirect you to the Drupal page. But this will always work. Either the content will be here on the web page or it'll send you to find it on the district's homepage, or I mean the district's website.
Okay, so let's say tomorrow I want to explore this further, should I go to the district webpage first or is that not necessary?
Good question. Yeah, you'll always be able to find it here. It's just that
Here,
when you
okay, I'm
open
sorry.
this
Can
at
you
some point,
define here? Can you define here? You mean in Zoom, or what are you saying when you say here?
good question.
Sorry.
When you go to bit.ly/sfusd every day, you will either always find the website that you're looking at now, or
Okay.
you'll see a link that takes you to the right web page on
Okay,
the
thank
district
you.
website itself.
Got it.
So
Thanks.
this is the one you can save, and it will always get you the content.
Cool, thanks.
Steve, my question is, I went to the Chromebook. I'm using the Chromebook,
Okay.
But-
Yes.
but how is it that I cannot explore? Because I went to the BITLY/SFUSD every day,
Yes.
but on my screen, it's just like that. It doesn't.
So
On
what
my-
are you seeing on your screen after you go to that?
Yeah, what I'm seeing in my screen is this one. It's like, okay, no, it's like, okay, how can I show it to you? This is my screen. You see this?
I do. You're right on the page.
Yeah. But there, nothing to do.
So what you'll want to do then, Ermina, is find one of the topics on that screen that looks interesting to you, and click on the actual picture. So maybe it says like translate into another language. So you can click on that, and then it should open a video for you in YouTube.
If I think,
Do
if
I have
can-
to click on the? Do I have to click on the search?
Let me give you an example. I'm going to open up the web page for a minute.
I have a feeling that Armenia is needing the instruction of opening a new tab and then typing the URL
Okay.
bit.ly in the new tab on the.
See if that works.
So what is?
Ermina, did you get to a page that looks like what's on my screen right now?
On the Chromebook?
Yeah, did you get that far when you typed in SFUSD?
No. I got there when I'm using my iPhone, but now I turn on the Chromebook.
Okay, but you were able to get it on your iPhone?
Yeah, I was able to get it on my iPhone.
Oh, well, in that case, you might as well just use your iPhone as the device that you'll be exploring the videos on. Or is that the one you want to learn about? So
Yeah,
then-
this is yeah. I got the video. Yeah, I got the video.
Okay. But if you want to learn about your iPhone, you probably want to see the video on your Chromebook screen, right? So if you tap on, I'm going to put it in the chat again.
What?
Give me a second here. What should happen, I put it in the chat again, when you click on that, if you're in your, I guess, are you watching it on a PC right now or a computer? Because you showed me your Chromebook screen.
Yeah, but on the Chromebook string is stuck. It's just like that. I cannot do anything. But
It's not-
on my iPhone, there's a video.
Okay.
I think what she's saying is that the Chromebook's not a clickable link.
I think so. Yeah.
And
Okay.
that she might not know how to open a new tab on using, well, I don't know if it's a plus or how it is on the Chromebook because I don't use a Chromebook.
That's possible. What I would suggest, because we don't have a lot of time left, is are you able to, it sounds like you can access it on your phone right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you maybe watch a video or two on your phone, and then if you can get someone to help you out and sort of watch what you're doing, they can probably problem solve with you and help you access it from your Chromebook or your computer too.
So
So for now, you could watch the videos on your phone, and then sometime later, someone could help you open it on your Chromebook.
oh yeah, I'm done watching the videos on my phone.
Somebody just said for iPhone, to turn your device into a magnifying glass is no longer available. Let me take a look at that. We'll be ending breakout soon, but I'll take a look at that in a
Okay.
second and see if I own the video, I can make it public. If someone else owns it, they just change their privacy settings. And thanks for letting me know.
Okay.
Okay, I appreciate you letting me know. I'm going to swap that out for the iPhone one, and hopefully I'll find another video that we can put in there, and I should have it by tomorrow night. I appreciate your telling me.
I'm gonna watch the video again.
The screen, it stays setting which is great. I can put 2 fingers back on the screen and move it around in different angles here, or I can use 1 finger and scroll left to right.
You're muted again.
Left to right, or up and down. And that is the pinch to zoom feature. Most people know how to do that already. I'm not sure.
Steve, you're still muted.
Settings here, and general accessibility. You see towards the top, there's the zoom. Tap that right there. Mine's already on.
Okay, we'll be coming back together in 1 minute. You still have 1 minute to explore the resources.
No, Steve, it says here, I went to the BITLY SFSUD every day. It says didn't match any document. So I don't know. So what kind of documents I have to match? Oh, I can't hear you. So something is wrong maybe with the
Sorry about that.
internet.
I muted
Yeah, no,
myself again.
I can hear.
Rita, if you
I
can
can hear.
stay after the session, I'll try to get you set up. So
Okay.
stay a little bit, a couple of minutes, and we'll try to figure it out.
Now it's 0 now. No, so they're coming back.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. It's good to have you back. In a perfect world, I would absolutely love to. In a perfect world, I would absolutely love to have us all in a room together so I could show you everything you need to see and I could walk around. Whoever's struggling, I could help you out. There are certainly limitations when we do this on Zoom, and so I appreciate your bearing with those limitations. But let me go ahead and move on to our closing. I don't think you can see my screen now, and my Zoom controls disappeared. So let's see what I can do about that. All right. I hate it when my Zoom controls disappear, but hang on one second. We'll fix this.
We can see you.
That's good. I wanted you to see my screen though, so let's get that working again. Okay, there, you're back. So, all of a sudden, I didn't even know if I was in the Zoom call because everything vanished. Oh, Zoom. Okay, can you see my screen now? It looks like it.
Yes.
Wonderful, thanks.
Yes.
Okay, just waiting for it to load again. There it is. Can you put in the chat, what did you learn today that you can use? I wish the chat was set so everyone could see it. I can't fix that setting, but let me know what you learned today, either that you can use for yourself or that you could use in your classroom with your students, or maybe that you could use with someone you know in your family. Okay, someone said they love the tip about using the phone as a magnifying glass. Thanks for finding that out about the iPhone video, that one's not available anymore. I'll find a new one and put it up hopefully tonight, but tomorrow at the latest. Dictation, yeah, and how to zoom in on your screen. The speech to text, yeah, that really has evolved. And I used to teach second grade. There were kids who just couldn't write. And if they had speech to text back then, I could have put a device in front of them and they could get all their ideas out without having to worry about the mechanics of writing. And some of them were language learners, and writing is the last skill to come in sometimes. And if only they had speech to text then. Navigate better, learned about Chromevox. Chromevox is great if you can't see anything on the screen. If you can see enough to see that there's a part of the screen that you want, then you can use the select to speak, and the screen reader will read just that little part that you selected in a Chromebook. Somebody learned about use the photo for translating language. I'm sorry that's not perfect yet. Maybe I just haven't learned how to use it perfectly. And thank you for all these things you learned. I'm just excited that you were able to capture all that. Hopefully you all took away something that you haven't been able to use before. I'm going to share this link address with you in the chat. And it's for Attic. It's here in the web page too. I mean, here in the slide deck, so you can catch it there. But the Attic, or Accessible Assistive Technology Innovation Center, is out in the avenues and in the Sunset. It is a center specifically owned by the district for our students. And they have a lending library. So you can actually, well, you know, once the school year starts and they have their staff back, you could actually open up, I mean, get an appointment to go out and visit and tour the lending library and see what's there for students to use. If you have a student you think could benefit from it, they can loan you something from a temporary standpoint, see if it works for the student. But if the student needs it as part of their IEP, or if the student has an IEP, the device actually does ultimately need to be written into their IEP. But Attic will help you with that. It's just a great resource, and they're wonderful employees who have great ideas. They also may be able to help you get set up with some of the accessibility tools in the technology that's already in your room. If you need more help, you can always open a help ticket. You can email me as well. I'll give you my email address, but I will say I am pretty slam busy right now, so I might not be the fastest way to help you. You might want to just do a help ticket. So let me give you my email address. But I'll also say that a help ticket is often better. Okay, there we go. All right. I so appreciate your being here, everyone. I hope this was a useful format. It would be better if we were in the room together, but if you could even just like give me a thumbs up if your camera's on, or thumbs down, like, nope, didn't work for me, or it kind of did. That's helpful feedback too. I so appreciate your being here. I'm gonna let you go to lunch early, except Romina, we can stay. A half hour is not long to eat, so enjoy the extra time. Happy Digital District Day. Have a great start of school. We'll see you around the district.